Hey guys, Susie here. I hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome to the Anxiety Diaries, and today's video is just a really quick video. I just wanted to show you guys this book that I got in the mail the other day. It's been about 3 days that I've had it, and I was very skeptical about buying this book. In fact, I saw this book, I don't know, it's probably been a few months. I might even say like about 6 months ago I actually heard of this book when I first started really looking into trying to do something about my anxiety, trying to get help for my anxiety. And when I found out that my insurance actually would not cover for me to go to see a therapist or anything, I started looking into self-help books. And this is one of them that popped up on Amazon, and it had really great ratings. It literally had probably 4.5 out of 5 stars. A lot of people were recommending it and saying how good it was and that it really helped them. And so I thought, you know what, I don't know about that. I don't know, for some reason, I just thought, this isn't going to help me. I need to find something different. I don't know. For some reason, I just didn't buy into it. I was like, you know what, I don't think this is really going to help. Yeah, so I didn't bother getting it. I actually didn't get any other self-help books. I actually got one book about overcoming derealization, which I read about a third of the way through, and to be honest with you guys, it really didn't do anything for me. In fact, I'll say that it actually made it worse. I'll do a review of it if you guys want me to. I think it was Overcoming Derealization and Feelings of something. I got it on Amazon, and it was actually pretty expensive when I got it. This book was only $12 on Amazon, and I really think it's worth it. It's a pretty thick book, and it's like a workbook, so it's a pretty large book. It's about a size of your average school textbook or something like that. And so finally I saw on a Facebook group that I'm a part of, it's a group for people with anxiety, and somebody said that they got this in the mail and that they had been reading it and how much it helped them, and that it didn't cure their anxiety, but that it really helped them. And so I thought, you know what, it's $12, why not? I'm gonna get it. And it's the Anxiety and Phobia Workbook. This is the 6th edition, and this is by Edmund J. Bourne, PhD. So the person that wrote this is actually a doctor of, I can't remember, I know I read in here, I can't remember if it's psychology or psychiatry, but either way, they are a doctor, and there's actually 6 editions of this book. I don't believe that there's a newer one. I believe this is the newest one that I saw. There may be a 7th, but I'm almost positive that I think this is the newest edition, and this was the one that had the best ratings, so I thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get it. So basically what this is an anxiety and phobia workbook, and it tells you here kind of more in depth about a lot of the stuff that it goes over. So relaxation, exercise, coping with panic, negative self-talk, jeez, I can't talk, phobias, nutrition, medication, meditation, easing health-related anxiety. And it's a pretty large book. It's got, roughly 500 or so pages. And I really enjoy reading this book, guys. I've been reading it for 3 days ever since I got it. And I have to tell you that it really has helped me. It hasn't cured my anxiety. I haven't even gotten far enough for it to really do anything dramatic for me yet. I mean, I've only got into the very first chapter, which is Major Causes of Anxiety Disorder, which is basically just all the different types of anxiety that there is, the different types of phobias that you could have. It even goes into the first chapter is basically realizing what you really have, what form of anxiety you really have, or do you have several? Do you have more than one, or do you just have one? And so it kind of basically you can go through, and I actually do mark in my book You know, like I underline things. And it kind of goes into like social anxiety disorder, like what kind of treatments there are for that, agoraphobia, and like what that exactly is, how you know if you could have that. And then it gives you like more current treatments about that. What I really like also about this book is that when you do get to the end of a section, for instance, let me get to the end of a section here. I mean, it really goes into detail about all of the different things, like trauma and stress-related disorders, OCD, post-traumatic stress disorder. But when you get to the end of a chapter of reading, there's usually these self-diagnosis questionnaires, and you answer questions about what, you know, specific symptoms do you have, what types of things. Like it says, does fear of having panic attacks cause you to avoid going into certain situations? And you answer yes or no. And then it says if you answered yes to 5, it's likely that you're dealing with agoraphobia. So see question 6 to determine the extent of your agoraphobia. And so you can kind of go through and work through here. And this first chapter immensely helped me because literally, like, I would read the examples, I would read the different sentences and descriptions, and like it was like literally like somebody was reading my mind. Like, everything that they were saying was what I was feeling. And, you know, so many times as people with anxiety, we think like, oh my gosh, we're going crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. I'm going insane, which for one is absolutely stupid because you can't be going insane and know you're going insane. People that go insane or go into psychosis don't know they're going into psychosis. It just happens. So if you feel like, okay, I'm going crazy, this is it, I'm going crazy, you can't know that you're going crazy. It just happens. It's the anxiety. And so this kind of helps you realize like, okay, it really is anxiety. It is really what I have. And then you can kind of go further into like, you know, what kind of anxieties do you have? What is the extent of that anxiety? Do you have OCD too? Do you have agoraphobia, which a lot of people do? And then when you get to the end, it also gives you further reading. It gives you other books that you can check out, other workbooks that are like further related to different sections like panic disorder, agoraphobia, social phobia, generalized anxiety disorder. So you can read more and learn more, and it gives you like where you can turn to learn about this stuff, which is really helpful to me because I can go and read further about like obsessive compulsive disorder, and there is like a workbook for that. So, you know, I can get further help with that. So that's really, really super helpful, so wonderful. I've really gotten through this first chapter, and so far I've learned that basically I have generalized anxiety disorder, and I do have a slight amount of obsessive compulsive disorder when it comes to like checking things, not really counting, but basically just checking. And it's really the anxiety disorder that's causing me to have that obsessive compulsive disorder and check things. And along with that, because I have kind of, I guess, not really treated my anxiety, and I've had it and it's built up for a long amount of time, has kind of caused it to become agoraphobia, which does not have to be fear of leaving your house. It's actually just kind of fear of anything that is unknown to you. It's when you get comfortable in a situation and it's like your safe place. Like a person can be your safe place, or a place can be your safe place. And anytime you venture away from that, anytime you venture away from your house, anytime you venture away from that specific person or a place that makes you feel safe or a thing that makes you feel safe, you feel more anxiety. And that's exactly what I have when I am away from my husband, when I'm away from my family, when I'm away from my house, which is my safe place, and they are my like safe people that I feel safe around, that I don't feel as anxious around. When I get outside of that and I venture away, I have more anxiety. So I've just really learned so much about my anxiety and about, you know, what I have precisely, like, I never thought I had agoraphobia, but I do, like, to some extent, and it can be helped. The agoraphobia actually comes from having, you know, the anxiety disorder, and it touches on depersonalization and derealization in here too. I just really haven't got to that point. But what's nice is that they give you so many different things to like work on, like a workbook, you know, like activities that you can do that make you kind of realize like what you have. It even gives you like little assignments and stuff in here, like claustrophobia, fear of flying. I mean, you can just like get into here and just read so much about perfectionism, you know, just, it even gives you like kind of instructions on how you can like treat certain things. Like I have driving anxiety, and it kind of covers that in here. I haven't gotten to that section. It just kind of briefly touched on it in the beginning, but basically it just gives you like guided, type of like, not really treatment plans, but like ways that you can help treat it. So for instance, eventually it's going to be like, okay, you have driving anxiety, so you need to drive like this far one day, and like, you know, you have to like literally push yourself to do things that make you anxious, that make you uncomfortable, to feel more safe doing them. And it's really hard to do, and you cannot do it all at once. You have to literally do a little bit at a time, take baby steps. But I mean, this book has been so helpful. I really have only gotten in the first chapter, but so far it's really helped me understand what I have. It's helped me to feel like, you know, more certain, like, okay, this really is anxiety. It's not really me. I'm not going crazy. It's just the anxiety. And this just helps so much. I cannot wait to finish this and get into other workbooks. I just really feel like they would just help me so much. And I mean, it's just so helpful, and it's $12 on Amazon, and I highly, highly recommend it for you guys. For anybody that's got any anxiety, like even if it's just stress-related anxiety, it's healthy to like work on that, because it can build up over time. It can get worse. And I'm really excited to get into the nutrition and the medication portion, which I don't really want to take medication, but I just want to learn about it. The nutrition, like meditation, just learning all the things I can do to like help myself, because I feel like it's really going to help me so much. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here, and I just wanted to make this video just to kind of show you guys the inside of the book, let you know, I mean, it's so wonderful. Like, this is going to get into like talking about how you can change your negative self-talk, which is like going to be a big deal for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Just think of it as a little mini review slash opening or something. I mean, I've already started on it, but I just really wanted to share it with you guys. I hope you'll check it out. I'm pretty sure you can buy it anywhere in the world on Amazon, just your whatever Amazon that you use for your specific country. I know that like different countries have different Amazon websites that they order off of. So, but it's available on Amazon. So definitely check it out. It's $12. Just type in the Anxiety and Phobia Workbook. It should pop right up. And if you finish this one, you want to look into the other ones. There are older versions you can use as well, and like they may help you as well. So I really want to thank you guys for tuning in today, and I really hope you'll check out this workbook. I think you would find it so helpful, and I will catch you guys in my next video. If you guys have any video requests, which there is one that I was going to be working on this week, so that'll be posted later in this week. But yeah, if you guys have any other requests, just leave them down below, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye guys!